When I write a song, obviously I see it lyrically in my mind, but to actually physically see it manifest was really cool. Just standing behind the camera with Adam and watching the actors and the actresses, you know, and reading the script at the same time, following the action and seeing it happen was really cool.
Finding the locations for Votive Light, it was important to me to find places that actually had a history that felt haunted. Like our forest location, I had known stories that had happened there, so I felt it was important to use that place to kind of lend to the atmosphere. And same with the church location that I had stumbled on, and ended up just talking to the owner one day, and he had been telling me stories of things that had happened there. And so I decided that that would be a perfect location to shoot a ghost story.
So despite Votive Light being pretty lyrically abstract, it was actually very easy to write the script for the music video. I think the fact that it doesn't have a definite story in terms of the lyrics left it open for more of an interpretation.
Basically, it's about retribution from beyond the grave. There's a character, the gravedigger, that hasn't answered for his misdeeds, and so vengeful spirits make sure that he is held accountable for his actions.
So generally the deeds are paid for in a spiritual sense, and I wanted to just incorporate that into the video. The only real imagery that I knew that I wanted to use was a candle. It tied in with, you know, a votive, which is in the song title, but I wanted to ascribe some kind of supernatural power to that candle, and it in itself would basically dictate the action for the rest of the video.
The collaboration process between me and Adam, the director, we would spend a lot of time beforehand in pre-production, planning out the look of the film. We would listen to the song and really get a good idea of a style for the music video, so that on set we were on the same page.
With this particular shoot, we were on a pretty tight schedule. We had originally had 3 videos slated to shoot within 4 days, which ended up being too much. So we cut out 1 video and shot 2 videos in 3 days. And in Votive Light, we ended up shooting in 2 days.
In preparing for this shoot, I had to think of how to be mobile and how to work in the moonlight. So we went with LED light panels that were battery powered so that we could move them around quickly. They could simulate moonlight. We also used the Rokinon kit lenses. They were very fast, very wide open, so that we could really utilize that supermoon that we had that night.
So originally we had live footage planned for Votive Light, and by that I mean like a live band footage, but we had spent so much time, you know, filming the outdoor scenes at the church and in the ravine that by the time it came to do the scenes, it was getting close to 1 in the morning.
As with really any shoot, sometimes you have to veer off the plan and shoot something that you didn't intend, and that happened on this shoot, and it actually ended up working for the best.
What we opted to do was just fill that footage with something different, and that ended up being me walking through those woods with a lantern, you know, and that ended up for me actually working out a lot more because it created this feeling of like a Tales from the Crypt comic. Like I took on this Crypt Keeper type of persona where I'm following all the action that's going on. I'm kind of precursing it, or I'm following it, or I'm telling it. And that's how the very end scene where I come in with the shovel and end up burying Chris, that's how that scene came about, because we realized that this character was developing as the shoot went along. So we were able to accomplish everything that we wanted, even if we didn't realize that's what was best at the time.
I would say that my favorite location to shoot would be inside the church. I really liked the symmetry that we got. I really liked the angles shooting through the pews, and I really liked using that natural firelight from the candles. That I thought was really beautiful, and I really enjoyed that set.
My favorite scene in the video is when Chris, our main character, the gravedigger, so he's following the spirit and he's brought to this place of sanctuary, a church, but really he's there to meet his demise. He's there to have retribution acted upon him. And I just love that symbolism behind that.
One of my other favorite scenes in Votive Light is a really subtle scene, actually, but I think the subtlety is what makes it memorable, at least for me personally. It's the scene where Tasha, who is the girl that plays the shovel victim, for lack of a better term, is about to be hit by said shovel. There's a moment in that frame where her eyes dart quickly, and she just kind of hesitates for a moment before she gets hit. And that just seemed so realistic and so like poignant to me. It was really cool. I really enjoyed seeing that scene play back. Another memorable moment, I want to say an honorable moment in this video, was when Chris, the guy who played the gravedigger, fell into the pit. We had dug this pit in this ravine that we were in, and it was a deep pit.
We had set up some crash pads down there for him to hit, and he just went stiff. It looked so good as he fell.
Chris, who fell completely rigidly into this pit, as you see it in the video, did so but missed the mat entirely.
And I see him fall, and then all I hear is a loud thud. And he missed the mat, and I felt really bad.
So he took that fall and absorbed every bit of it. And we kept the take, and he got up a little, rattled from it, but just not in any way fazed.
But that's the take that actually ended up in the video. So yeah, sorry, Chris.
Mess it up.
Beating?
You got this, Chris.
Spring.
You got this, bro.
All right, and action. Fall. Oh fuck.
Working with Goolsby for me is really easy. We're into a lot of the same things horror-wise, so collaborating with him is really easy because we speak the same language essentially in telling ghost stories.
Working with Adam Judd was nothing short of awesome. Adam's a great person to work with. He has not only his own vision, but he takes the time and makes the effort to understand your vision as well. He accommodated every idea that I had as much as possible to translate it realistically into film, and it was great to collaborate with him.
Boop-a-doo-boo.